Welcome to Revenge Justice, where every wrong finds its payback. The client who tried to screw me lost millions instead. I was pushing 40, and by that point, I had learned a lot over more than 10 years of practicing law. But one of the most important lessons came from an older lawyer I worked for as a summer student after my second year of law school. He told me, a lawyer has 3 duties: first to himself, second to the court, and last, the client. Always make sure you come first, and the client comes last. Why? He said. Because clients will fuck you. They'll throw you under the bus without thinking twice. I should have stayed with that lawyer, but I was young and foolish and wanted to work downtown, which I did, and still do, years later. I remembered that lesson, and it became crucial when a client tried to throw me under the bus for real. The client was a mid-sized company, not huge, but with a decent real estate portfolio. One day, a building they owned burned to the ground. They wanted to collect on the insurance, and they assigned a man named Frank, a veteran salaryman close to 60, to handle it. Frank thought he knew everything and didn't need me. He told me so. Lawyers are expensive, and he loved to gloat over every penny he didn't pay. I warned him. The insurer is going to fuck you. He brushed it off. I've got this, he said. Don't worry about it. But I knew better. I had to fight just to get him to send me the proof of loss form. Frank made mistakes constantly. I didn't trust him, but the proof of loss, at least, was fine. One less thing to worry about. The limitation period expires in 2 weeks, I told him. Once it passes, it's too late to sue. You'll get a final email, and that will be it. Frank didn't care. I'm good, he said. Don't bother me. I've got this. I sent emails, warnings, recommendations, over and over. He ignored them all. The final email. I told him, I'm going to trial. You won't be able to reach me, but you must sue. Pick another firm if you need to. He didn't reply, and I went to trial. Weeks passed, then months. Still no email. I began to wonder. Maybe Frank was right. Maybe he had it under control. Then the phone rang. It was Frank. Remember that fire insurance thing? He asked. I knew immediately. He was calling to gloat. So they paid out? I said, cutting to the chase. What claim? He asked. The claim against the insurer. He didn't answer. He hung up. And then, minutes later, an email from him appeared, asking me for a copy of the claim. I replied, let me get this straight. The insurer didn't pay. The limitation period has passed, and now you're out millions. I could have gone over his head, but I didn't. Not yet. I CC'd his boss, the boss's boss, and Bill, the in-house counsel. Bill called me immediately. Frank messed up, he said. We know, Matt, the story doesn't add up. He was warned and ignored it. So what do we do? I explained. I had already filed a claim against the insurer without instructions. It wasn't perfect, but it preserved the cause of action. You sued without instructions? Bill asked. Yes, I said. It's rough, but we can amend. Thank God, he said. Can I leave it with you? Of course he could. The insurer was a sitting duck. Collection was inevitable. A few days later, Frank got called into a meeting, handed a letter, packed his things, and security escorted him out. Bye-bye, Frank. He was too old to find another decent job, a life-changing event for him. But for me, just a cautionary tale. One I tell young lawyers sometimes over beers, maybe too often. I wasn't trying to get revenge, not really, but he had tried to throw me under the bus, and that never ends well. The guy who replaced Frank? Great. Professional. No nickel and diming. All good. And that is how a little patience, attention to detail, and remembering one lesson saved the day. Moral of the story: always protect yourself first, trust your instincts, and never ignore warning signs. Sometimes, life delivers justice in its own way. If you want more true stories of betrayal, lessons learned, and clever paybacks, subscribe to our channel. The stories are real, the lessons are unforgettable.